Hey guys, the topic that I wanted to talk about was the concept of being proactive. Instead of waiting for clients to come to you with projects, instead of letting things slide, being the one who, like we talk about a lot, being that trustworthy partner, that trusted partner. When you notice projects that would benefit the business, even if it's not necessarily copy projects, mention them to your client. When you notice potential problems, even if they don't even directly relate to you, mention it to your clients. When you notice maybe you have one client that has a system for doing things that works really well, and you see your other client struggling with that, mention it to them. Don't think of yourself as a part of the team. And being part of the team is being the person to be like, hey, I had an idea for this. Or, hey, it looks like this is kind of a challenge. This might work instead. Or, hey, I don't know if you've heard about this software, but XYZ. Or, hey, I was listening to this podcast and I thought it was really interesting. They had an interesting take on this. You might want to check it out. Being the person who shows up with solutions. And that's another thing too, right? Not just the, hey, I saw this, it needs to be fixed. But being the person who shows up with things that they may have missed, things that may have fallen through the cracks, but also then being the person to show up with solutions makes you so much more valuable than just a copywriter. And obviously, as we know, I'm just a copywriter in quotes, considering what we do is in and of itself so valuable. But showing up as that extra set of eyes for when things potentially might go wrong. Also showing up as that extra, what's the word I'm looking for? Extra help, I guess. Just extra helping hands for when something needs to be fixed. Showing up and saying, hey, I saw this, here's a solution. So if being proactive is not something that is normally part of the way that you operate, give yourself a reminder, and I know it sounds so silly to set a reminder, but there's so many things that if it's not something that naturally comes to us, it's so beneficial to set a reminder for it. Set a reminder. Is there anything that to think about? Just set a reminder to think for 15 minutes about, is there anything that could be improved in my client's business? Is there anything I see my client kind of struggling with? Is there anything? Heck, even if you're on the phone with your client and they're like, I have to take my kids swimming, but they hate those little swimmy things. If you have a friend who uses a different, I know it's such an odd example, but if you have a friend who uses different swimmy things for their little kids and the little kids love that, just be a helpful person. Be someone who offers solutions and doesn't just sit back waiting for someone to come to you to do something. So offer solutions in business, offer solutions just in general. Be the kind of person you would want to work with, the kind of person who is an extra set of eyes and an extra set of helping hands. Don't ever be afraid to reach out to your clients with ideas, with solutions, with things that you have noticed could be fixed, and of course also suggestions for how to fix them. It will make you so much more valuable to them, and it will make them want to work with you more, and honestly it will just make you a better professional, and dare I say even just kind of a better person, right? Being that person to help out and pitch in. Don't we all want a little bit more of that in our lives?